On the news this morning, Senate meets service behind closed doors. Governor Wike advises National Assembly to take action against the president over insecurity. One of the gang leaders declared wanted by Rivers State government insists he is innocent. Gunmen abduct Abia State University students. On the foreign scene, U.S. sends reinforcement for Afghan withdrawal. I am Ifeimi Andrew. The Senate held a private meeting with service chiefs and heads of other security agencies yesterday, which lasted 4 hours. However, Senate President Ahmed Lawan did not disclose the outcome of the meeting.
On behalf of all the services, on their plans of containing the present insecurity situation in the country. Thereafter, they answered questions from some senators bordering on security, insurgency, terrorism, kidnapping, and other topical national security matters of interest to the parliament.
The lawmakers later adjourned plenary for 14 days for summer break to resume on May 18.
It is still our design and determination to pass the petroleum industry bill before the end of May by the grace of God. Ditto, our committee on INEC will still have to do some little work, and we hope to pass the Electoral Act amendment before we go on summer recess.
Governor Nyesom Wike has urged members of the National Assembly to take action over the rising insecurity in the country. The governor, during a courtesy visit by the South-South Zonal Working Committee of PDP at the Government House in Port Harcourt, urged members of the National Assembly to take actions against the president without ethnic or religious bias.
I was watching a day in his mouth in the upper chamber. He said, look, yes, he's a member of APC. Yes, he supports APC. But this time around, I'm not talking about APC. I'm talking about the lives of Nigerians. They cannot continue to fold their hand and see Nigerians die. He started crying, but that is not a place to cry. Take action. Let us know that you are serious. If the president is doing what is not good, he should know the right step to take. Crying cannot help. We didn't send them there to go and cry. You have your mandate. You have your paper to say, I don't want you again. No ethnicity, no religion should be brought into place now.
Governor Nyesom Wike also called on nationalists who believe in the unity of Nigeria to rise to the rescue of the country from disintegration.
No ethnicity, no religion should be brought into place now, because the killing is not only Christians, it's not only Muslims. It affects those who are Christians, those who are Muslims, those who are non-Christians, those who are non-Muslims. So it is a thing that every reasonable Nigerian, every nationalist in this country who believes in nationalism and believes in this country should come up and let us make sure that this country moves forward. If not, it's going to affect everybody.
The governor also advised the APC-led government to resign for failing to deliver on their promises.
All of them have realized that the government has failed. There's no propaganda that can solve the problem. APC governors have come out to say the present government of APC will solve it. When will they solve? Every day I will solve. Every day I will solve. People are dying every day I will solve. Oh no. And say, look, Nigerians, we have failed you. The promises we made to you have failed you. And honorably, as it is done in other advanced countries, honorably say, look, since we cannot perform, since we cannot carry out the covenant we had with Nigeria, we quit. But Nigeria is a place where nothing like honor, no integrity.
Governor Wike also said that the problem with the NDDC is ethnic bias.
Our peculiarity is somehow, but that does not mean we can't just speak in one voice. And that is why there's always problem when you see NDDC. NDDC is for the entire Niger Delta. NDDC is not for one particular zone. We see what is happening in our region. When they bring somebody from Edo to be the MD of NDDC, the other people say no. They don't mind what they call Niger. So it is not easy for us, and we must understand the simple truth. It is difficult. People don't accept it, but it's the truth. Make appointments. You see who come. No, they call this, and we'll search at the back of your mind. Nobody want to work together.
Correspondent Mika Otuga reports that South National Vice Chairman of PDP Dan Obi commended Governor Nyesom Wike for several measures taken to protect lives and properties in the state. Kumasi, one of the alleged notorious gang leaders declared wanted by Governor Nyesom Wike, has denied committing any crime that should lead to him being declared wanted. Kumasi, whose real name is not yet known, in an interview with our correspondent, said he has not taken to arms since he was granted amnesty by the state government. General Kumasi, as he is fondly called by his people, claimed the Ekpeye Kingdom has known peace because of his contribution. He accused politicians in the state of tarnishing his image before the governor. Recall that on Tuesday, Governor Nyesom Wike declared VIP and Kumasi wanted when the traditional rulers, political and opinion leaders of Ekpeye nationality paid a solidarity visit to him at the government house. Meanwhile, the Outer West Local Government Chairman Hopi Kiriko is yet to respond to the text message sent to him on the claims that he is one of the persons tarnishing Kumasi's name before the governor. The Rivers State Commissioner for Information, Paulino Sinserim, has assured of government's commitment to create sustainable employment opportunities for the youths of the state. Sinserim, in an exclusive interview with City News, said job creation is a top priority for the Nyesom Wike administration. He urged candidates who recently applied for the 5,000 jobs promised by the state government to be optimistic, as applications are still being sorted and being processed. Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi says that the present insecurity in the country is a result of the failure of past leaders who failed to address the future of young people. The governor stated this while appearing on Channels Television's Politics Today on Thursday. Governor Umahi said the reasons for the heightened insecurity in the country is systematic.
What I advocate in my state, I've done NSAS conference, I'm said to empower a number of the youth. And so I'm advocating that these youths that are not happy, that are taken to arms, I want them to come out. I want them to surrender their arms. I want to discuss with them. And I would like to integrate them to the society and their families. Because some of their reasons for going into crime may be genuine, that nothing should push a man to carry gun to kill another person. This is my position.
The National Space Research and Development Agency says inadequate satellite and other facilities affect monitoring of bandits and other criminal elements operating in the country. The newly appointed Director General of the agency, Halilu Shaba, disclosed this to journalists in Abuja after an interactive meeting with staff of the agency.
The satellite is not static over where the insurgency is taking place, and that is why one satellite is not adequate. We have a high resolution imaging satellite, and we also have a medium resolution imaging satellite. The activities of the bandit could be when the satellite was away from Nigerian borders. So that's why we are now advocating for more satellites for Nigeria. The bandits are also good in their attacks. You look at some waves that we're seeing, you know that communications are taking place. They are not using ordinary GSM because they've been tracking them. So they are using walkie-talkie and the rest.
Recall that President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday called on Nigerians to link their NIN with SIM cards to provide digital framework for improving security in the country.
We are fully committed to the safety of Nigerians, and linking the SIM to national identification number will significantly enhance security. We'll be able to identify people, including the crooks. Our goal is to make sure technology provides a platform for improving service delivery in the country.
Gunmen have abducted some students of the Abia State University, Uturu. In a statement, the Abia State Commissioner of Information, John Kalu, said the students were abducted along the Okigwe-Uturu Road. He said 2 of the students escaped while others are still being held at a yet-to-be-identified location. John Kalu said they are working with the Imo State government and relevant security agencies in both states to ensure the rescue of the abducted students and others. Poor working conditions, lack of incentives and infrastructure are affecting the morale of public school teachers in Rivers State. Some teachers who made this known to our correspondent said that they no longer receive teaching aids from the state's Ministry of Education following the state's government free education policy.
Lack of promotion since last year, our salary has been cut, and the incentives that are supposed to be attached to the job, we are not seeing it. We all know how the economy is now. You go to markets with salary that you cannot buy anything. No teaching materials.
Some house helps have really good amount of money. Then let's talk about the people who have imparted knowledge to the presidents, to the senators who are earning how much millions in a month, and then the teachers are relegated.
No impress, no nothing. The government is supposed to provide these things, but we find out that now the teachers are actually the ones providing the teaching aids.
Now, my legs are paining me. We are working, if I not go for medical treatment, and somebody is building money and yesterday called La Yoga. I'm not happy anymore. I'm not happy anymore.
The Rivers State Ministry of Education is yet to speak on this. Still ahead, courts to remain closed as judiciary workers, federal government failed to reach agreement. Stay tuned.
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162.
One of the alleged notorious gang leaders declared wanted by Governor Nyesom Wike has denied committing any crime that should lead to him being declared wanted. Kumasi, whose real name is not yet known, in an interview with our correspondent, said he has not taken to arms since he was granted amnesty by the state government.
Since after the amnesty, I have not killed anyone. I all gather my people and will granted amnesty based on all the guns we have, all the knife, all the bomb. We submitted all to government. We signed all kinds of paper. I'm not a criminal. I am not a kidnapper. I am not a rapist. If governor declare wanted, governor is my in-law. He never declared me wanted. He said he want for peace to reign. As a leader, he need to hear from both sides before he conclude. But if he want, he should talk to Nebukobi Kriko, the deputy chairman of Afoda West. I'm never sure if we can declare anyone wanted.
General Kumasi, as he is fondly called by his people, claimed the Ekwe kingdom has known peace because of his contribution.
Youth presidents, citizen chairmen that are with me, that they can testify my effort to make sure peace reigns in my place. Formerly, people do not sleep and close their eye at night. They cannot keep your something in the yard and you wake up and see them. But today, people full loss and they were declining it lost but fun. They will take it to the youth president or the paramount ruler. Who is full loss, you go there and testify if it is his phone. I think I am doing the work of chief security officer. I have disagreed to be used and dumped. I look at it as a political grudge. I want to go for assembly because I want to help my people. And my people said I should go.
He also accused politicians in the state government of tarnishing his image before Governor Nyesom Wike.
People have been carrying rumors at your press Hope Ikriko, I disgrace him. They should call Hope Ikriko himself, and if he should testify that I'll press him. Hope Ikriko meet me where I am looking for what I will eat, and he said I should stop, and I stopped. Those people that carried my name are my enemies, and people against me. The chief security officer to Governor Wike is not helping matter in the kingdom. He took my name to governor. He wrote so many of the text message. I am a God sent to my people. Put God to my place, they will tell you. I am a freedom fighter. I never kill innocent people. I work with the government. Ask the JTF commander in Abuja West. Ask the DPU. They will tell you.
Kumasi further restated his innocence.
They said I'm very close to Hope Ikriko. Hope Ikriko is my boss, not from today. I'm still following him up. He said, wait, let me not bear that name, Patient. Let me not bear that name, Hope. Let me not bear that name, Endure. All those names do not favor me. He will be calling me that this, but you are a courtesan man. You know you cannot be following me in my entourage. You know you cannot be following me because you are a courtesan. They have promised me all kinds of work. Some of my friends and my boys have been accusing me of being passing back to collect our general things. That is why I could not be able to talk. But God knows I'm innocent of everything that they are saying.
Courts will remain closed nationwide as a meeting between judiciary workers and representatives of the federal government ended with no concrete solutions on Thursday. The meeting was postponed till next week. At Thursday's meeting, Minister of Labour Chris Ngige maintained that it is an issue that concerns states and their finances. The minister stated government's commitment to resolving the strike.
By bandits and terrorism and robbery, arson, with the courts closed, the police cannot charge people to court. So we need to do something urgently.
The judiciary workers have been on strike since April. President Muhammadu Buhari has suspended the managing director of the Nigeria Ports Authority, Hadiza Usman. A suspension follows the setting up of an administrative panel of inquiry to investigate the NPA management by the Ministry of Transportation, headed by Rotimi Amechi. In a statement on Thursday, the president asked the executive director at the NPA, Mohammed Bello Koko, to replace Usman for the duration of the investigation. The federal government has called on the other tiers of government to take the issue of flooding seriously, as predicted by the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency. Minister of Water Resources Suleiman Adamu made the call on Thursday at the public presentation of the 2021 Annual Flood Outlook by NIHSA in Abuja. He said governors should study the flood outlooks and take measures ahead.
The information contained in the Annual Flood Outlook 2021 is a clarion call to all stakeholders, policymakers, federal, state and local governments, departments and agencies to rise and set up appropriate mechanisms such as clearing the waterways and flood paths, as well as maintaining proper water disposal management practices to curtail the ravages of the impending flood and threats of COVID-19.
The people of Fushe community in Degama local government area are commending the River State government for appointing their deserved sons who are members of the Fushe community trust into the DAA3 cluster. In a statement signed by His Royal Highness Chief Aloso Akbana, the Amadabo and Paramount ruler of Fushe community, he said the Council of Chiefs, Elders, the CDC, Youths and Women also praised Governor CON, GRSSRS, POS Africa, and the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Sonny Sam Ejeku, for upholding the law and the judiciary. Chief Alaso Akbana also thanked His Excellency, the Governor, for approving funds for the building of a cancer treatment and cardiovascular diagnostic and treatment center. The Amadabo also called for utmost cooperation among those appointed into the DAA3 cluster to work for the good of the community. In sports, Manchester United reached their first final with coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but lost their 7-match unbeaten record in an entertaining Europa League last 4 tie with Roma. Man U will meet Villarreal in Gdansk on 26th of May.
And now we bring you news from around the world.
The United States is deploying heavy bombers and fighter jets to safeguard troops and civilian contractors as it begins withdrawing from Afghanistan after almost 20 years. U.S. President Joe Biden has set the withdrawal deadline for 11th of September, the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks that sparked the war. But the withdrawal comes amid rising violence, with Afghan security forces on high alert for reprisal attacks. The Taliban have warned that they're no longer bound by an agreement not to target international troops. On the news this morning, you heard that Governor Nyesom Wike has advised the National Assembly to take actions against the president over insecurity. Kumasi, one of the gang leaders declared wanted by River State government, insists he is innocent. Gunmen have abducted some students of the Abia State University. On the foreign scene, the U.S. has sent reinforcement for Afghan withdrawal. The news was edited by Enoho Ogbevire. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this morning. My name is Efemi Andrew. Good morning and have a nice day.